Do you know your real truths? Do you know why you do the things that you do? In cooking, in life, finding your why is really important, and you might have to ask yourself why 7 times to get to the real truth. It's the power of the 7 whys today on the Carefree Cooks Code. I'm Chef Todd Moore, and this is the Carefree Cooks Code, every Tuesday live at noon Eastern. Here's our challenge. How can home cooks cook freely with creativity, confidence, and pride while ignoring recipes and still impressing themselves and others with what they cook? Well, the answer is found in becoming empowered with how cooking works, using dependable and repeatable methods of cooking that work for any ingredient, for any diet, and any desire, just like chefs do. And we'll know we've cracked it when everyone sees cooking as an exciting and rewarding way to improve their relationships, their lifestyles, and their health through better food and cooking. This is the Carefree Cooks Code. Hey, welcome back to the Carefree Cooks Code, everyone. This is the weekly show for the methods, the techniques, and insights into better food and cooking. We're live every Tuesday at noon Eastern, and we have been for years now. If you're looking for any of those past videos for years ago, you can find them in the archive at facebook.com/chef.todd.moore/videos. There's the schedule. We're together Tuesdays at noon and Thursdays at 6 p.m. when we're cooking, many times outside. Why do we do this? Well, because we're carefree cooks. We create our own recipes. We bring friends and family together. We learn every time we cook. We wind up creating our own cooking style because we practice pro methods and we wind up loving our cooking. But today, there's not going to be any cooking. There is never any cooking on Tuesdays. Tuesdays, like I said, concepts, insights, techniques, things like that make you better when you do get into the kitchen. So this is the, hey, listen up kind of thing. If you like Stand and Stir, well, there's a whole network on TV for that. If you want to see me actually cook foods and teach methods, well, then come on Thursdays at 6 o'clock. But I'm not even going to talk about food today. Not even going to touch on food or cooking. I mean, that seems really strange for a guy that likes to teach about food and cooking, because there is something that is so much more important than the results of your cooking even. And I would say that's why are you cooking in the first place? Why are you cooking at all? And today we're going to drill down into the true reasons, the true motivations for cooking, whether you want to cook or have to cook for some reason. Let's figure out what makes you tick today. And in about 30 minutes, you're going to have a surge of confidence and pride if you can get down to the real reasons that you want to cook your own food at home and be really good at it too. And by the time we get to that 7th why, you'll see, you're going to be touched. But first, before we're all touched, that sounds weird, I've got a what am I for you here today. Well, look at the screen. What do you see? What do you see there? Tell me in the comments section below. What am I? Is the what am I today? My students always tell me that they love my unique approach to teaching cooking. They often mention my sense of humor, and I know I can be really silly sometimes, but today I got to be a bit more serious, and I'm going to ask you for 3 things today because I really want this to sink in for you. Number 1, I need your attention. I need a little bit of your belief, and I need your desire, okay? Attention, open up your mind a little bit. Accept things that maybe you don't believe now. There might be a new belief, and ultimately your desire to address any fears that are keeping you from the real truth. So if we can agree on those three things today, we can move forward. So go ahead, say hello to everybody on the chat. Hi, how you doing, Guy? Hi, Don. Hey, Stuart, thanks for fixing our website problem, by the way. You knew more than my tech guys did. So anyway, all right, all that chat is over. Listen up, because today is going to be a really powerful edition of the Carefree Cooks Code. And this all starts back in January of 2019 when we could go to conventions. Heather and I had the opportunity to attend this really big convention in Nashville, Tennessee. So we're at a conference. filled with people just like us. It was a gathering of more than 4,500 business owners that ultimately have the same goal that we do, which is to change the world and help people find and achieve their true selves, us and all these other people. And I mean, there were some of my true heroes in this audience. The people that I've looked up to, the amazing people that have changed millions of lives for the better because of a mission that they had that ultimately turned into a business, just like Heather and I. And I'm proud to say we won a very prestigious award for having one of the most effective programs online in this huge community of life-changing businesses. And in this audience are some of the most successful businesses in the world, not from a money standpoint, but because they have an attitude of gratitude. Their primary mission is to encourage, is to enlighten, is to empower, is to elevate, like me. That's what web cooking classes is all about. So Heather and I were blown away to be honored in this way, in this community of people that are changing the world, and we would like to think that we are too. The more people we touch, the more people we reach, the more people that can become empowered with cooking methods, I know it improves their lives. And, you know, with such a huge audience here, 4,500 people of incredibly motivating people, we heard some really amazing guest speakers. And one guy was a guy named Dean Graziosi. Oh, by the way, we partied that night. we were really excited. But Dean Graziosi, he's this guy, he spoke about the habits that really successful people all have in common, no matter what you want to be successful in. Listening to Dean speak changed my life in 30 minutes because he helped me understand why I do what I do. Why? Why am I here every Tuesday sharing with you the things that it took me decades to learn? Why do I spend hours every week giving away live classes on Thursdays? Why do I spend time with the lifetime members of web cooking classes? Why do I spend so much time in the Carefree Cooks community? These are people that already paid, right? If I were cynical, the heck with them. No, I'm still there. Why do I take hours every week answering dozens of questions about cooking? Why have I become so obsessed with helping other people? And I'll tell you, it's not about money. Anybody that's thinking, oh, money, I can tell you that much, it has nothing to do with money. It takes very little money to get involved in our community. It takes very little to become a carefree cook. And you know, the truth of the matter, I would do this for free. I would do this even if not a single person was watching. And I have. A lot of you might recognize this. This is a video. This is the bonus video in web cooking classes, lesson week 2. So you see it pretty early, and I've got a dirty little secret to share with you. This day, this is a cooking demonstration I did at a farmer's market in North Carolina. This day, there was nobody there. Not a single person in the audience. I set up about 25 chairs. I thought I was going to have this big audience. There wasn't a butt in a single chair. But I was supposed to go on at noon or whatever it was. So without a single person in the audience, I did the 40-minute demonstration anyway. And over the past 20-something years, I've held classes for nobody. I've done cooking demos where 0 people showed up. I have taught cooking school classes for 1 student. When I first opened my cooking school, 1 student. I've taught in culinary school for just 2 students. I have lost money teaching to empty classrooms, but I kept doing it. Knowing I was going to lose money, I did it anyway. I didn't care. You couldn't stop me, and I would do it all again. But how Dean Graziosi changed my life was with a simple exercise that I want to share with you today. It's called the 7 Whys. And it's the simple idea that anyone who's had a young kid has experienced. A child will ask you a question, and you answer it. And they immediately say, why? And then you got to answer that question. And what do they say? Why? And if you have a kid or you've had a kid, you know this can go on forever. But really, that's all you got to do to be part of this exercise. Ask yourself why. So we're in this huge conference room in Tennessee with thousands of people, and you get a random partner. It wasn't Heather that did this because you can cheat, and they know you too well. So I did this exercise with a random partner from the conference, and they were there just to pitch the why back at me. Ask me why after every answer I gave 7 times. Now, this might seem really easy, but I'm telling you it's not. And it might seem a little silly, but I'm telling you it is powerful and dramatic, and you're probably going to see my mush come out today because it has you dig deeply. So think about that child always answering your question with another why. So here's how it went for me. Here's how the 7 questions went for me. So the person asks me, why did you start web cooking classes? Right? Seems a simple question, easy answer. Because I wanted to help millions of people improve their lives, cook freely with creativity, confidence, pride. It helps their health. It helps just so many relationships. It helps your lifestyle overall. So many, many reasons. The question, why did you start web cooking classes? Because I wanted to help people. Okay, so why? Why did you want to help people to improve their lives? Okay. My answer, because it feels good, right? It feels amazing to serve and help others. You have no idea how amazing it feels when I see a comment online or I get an email about I never thought I was going to do this. I tried it for the first time as Chef Todd empowered me with this and that. It means everything to me. It's so. Why do I want to help? Why did I start web cooking classes? To help people. Why do you want to help people? Because it feels amazing to serve them and help them. All right, next question. Why? Why does it feel amazing for you to serve and help people? Okay, see how it gets harder, right? Well, because I know that cooking has been taught all wrong for decades, and it leads to people being frustrated. Okay, why do you think people are frustrated with cooking? Well, I think they're eating disappointing food. I think people are eating bad food. They're eating fast food. They're eating convenience foods and takeout foods, probably more than they should be. And I know more than they want to, usually. Okay, why? Why do you want them to stop being disappointed with their food? This is the person asking back to me. Why do I want people? Okay, because it negatively affects their health. It negatively affects their relationships, their confidence, their energy. It changes their social circles. I've seen it happen. It changes their outlook on life when you're not feeling well. It hurts their overall lifestyle. All right, so I'm answering these questions pretty good. Why did you start web cooking classes? To help people. Why do you want to help people? Because it feels good. Why does it feel good? Because I think cooking has been taught all wrong. Or because people are frustrated. Why are people frustrated? Because they're eating disappointing food. You get the idea? Why do you want them to stop eating disappointing food? Because it's affecting their lifestyle. And now, when you get to the 5th why, it gets harder. You got to dig a little deeper. And this is where the answers actually, you'll find, go from logical to a lot more emotional. So the next question was, why? Why do you care about people's lifestyles? I was, wow, that was a tough question. Why do you care about improving people's lifestyles so much? And I had to sit there and think about it for a minute, and it finally hit me because mine was so bad. My lifestyle was so bad before I got involved in food and cooking. So the question quickly comes, the 7th, why do you think your lifestyle was so bad? Well, that's where I launched into the story. That's where the catharsis comes. Well, because before I was a chef, before I discarded my entire life to go to culinary school, before I started teaching cooking, there was a time that I hated my life. I hated my job. I hated what I was doing. I hated social circles and relationships. I was stuck in the boring treadmill of going to work, coming home, watching TV, eating bad food in front of the TV, sleeping, getting up, and going through it again. I was like a zombie. And I never stopped to appreciate anything that was good. Everything was bad. Everything was an annoyance. I was crabby about everything. I didn't have any appreciation. Everything was negative. I saw everything as just another chore, another day to get through. No art, no passion, no interaction with other people. I wasn't helping anybody else. I wasn't even helping myself. And I remember thinking in this lousy sales job that I had, I remember thinking on more than one occasion, this is the truth, unfortunately, what if I got into a car accident? I mean, not a bad one, I'm not wishing any bodily harm, like a little fender bender kind of thing. Something exciting, a little bit distracting. Something that meant I wouldn't have to go to work for the day, That's a sick thought, don't you think? My monotonous experience, this existence that I had would be improved with a car accident? And I get kind of emotional thinking about those days, as I do sometimes. So the final part of this exercise is to have your partner repeat all that you just said back to you, okay? So here I am, it's really, I'm turning to mush again. I'm getting very emotional because I'm touching deeply about my motivations, why I do things. So my partner in this convention hall says to me, so you started web cooking classes because you didn't want people to suffer the way that you did. I was like, wow, you found a talent. You found a desire that wasn't being used at all, and it brought you a lot of stress. You were frustrated. Like an arrow to my chest, it came my deepest truth. Becoming obsessed with the way cooking works brought so much positivity to my life, made me feel like I was moving forward, right? Instead of being stagnant. Instead of wishing for a car accident, I couldn't wait to go to culinary school. I couldn't wait to go to work each day when I graduated. And then I could not wait when I had my own school to see who I can touch. Who can I motivate today? Who can I touch? Who can I empower with a new idea that changes their life the way the dean changed mine? And it made me feel an appreciation for the art of cooking, the confidence that a successful dish brings, and I knew that I had to share this with everyone. And what I want to reach out to you today is these are tough times. These are lonely times. These are frustrating times, the sadness of it. But there's a way out. There's a way to find love and art and passion and enjoyment where you don't wish for a car accident. And all this catharsis meant so much to me, but I never knew the real reason that I do what I do. I just kind of wound up here. But not until I asked those 7 whys did it all kind of melted away. So what's your why? Ask yourself why. Anything in your life. Get to the reason and you will find the loneliness goes away. You will find the frustration disappears. You'll have a better sense of self and why you do the things you do, and you might even want to do them better. So why are you interested in better food and cooking? Ask yourself. I mean, it's been said that all motivations come down to health, wealth, or relationships. Plain and simple. Health, wealth, or relationships. Are any of those your why? Ask yourself. If they are, why do you want to improve your health? Well, what really? You say, I want to go on a diet. I want to improve. Why? Are you generously giving of yourself to help improve somebody else's health, maybe? Ask yourself why. Why do you want better relationships? Maybe you'll find that through food and cooking, providing for your family, having safe dinner parties. Why? Why do you want to save money by cooking at home instead of more expensive takeout or convenience foods? And I've had people tell me that they want to be at their grandchildren's wedding. They want to be healthy, and eating the right foods will get them there. Oh my goodness, that is an awesome why. Being at your grandchild's wedding. Is your busy family scattered all about with all their responsibilities, and your why is that a meal together around the same table strengthens those family bonds? That's a great why. And this is when you hear about your kid's day. This is when you hear about what your family is doing. The dinner table is such an important spot. It's where you connect. This is where you guide and teach people. The kitchen and the dining room are the place to make better adults out of children or grandchildren. I mean, what could be more important than that? Food is expensive and getting more and more and more expensive, if you notice. And maybe your why could be saving money at the grocery store. Or maybe your why is that you found a passion like I did. You want to start your own food-related business and provide for your family through better food and cooking. You want to cook for people in the hospital. You want to cook for elder care. Those are great whys. But then go deeper. Ask again, why? Why do you want to improve your health? Why do you want to strengthen those family bonds? Why do you want to save money or start business? And then go deeper and ask again, why? Get to that point where it goes from logical to emotional. Maybe your grandmother wasn't at your wedding. Did your parents work all the time and rarely had time for dinner? Maybe that affected you. Maybe when you were a kid, you were told the kitchen is a dangerous place, that you can cut yourself and burn yourself, and you were chased out of the kitchen as a kid, right? Why? Why are you so concerned with precise measurements, with oven temperatures, with how long to cook something by looking at a clock? Why do you think that way? And then again, ask why. Why wasn't your grandma at your wedding? Did she have nutrition-related health problems, maybe? Maybe that's a good reason that you are cooking healthier food. Why didn't your family eat together when you were a kid? Why do you keep spending so much money on food with a pantry that has $1,000 worth of food in it, right? Keep asking yourself why, then go deeper. Why? And if you're watching me today, if you've seen any of my videos in the past, if you've been following me since the original cooking course in 2008, why? Get serious about it. Have a spouse or a close friend ask you these questions, because it's going to get serious. And don't just say, oh, I love to cook because I love to eat. That's such a cop-out. I'm so tired of people telling me I love to cook because I love to eat. There is something much deeper than that. And when you find it, ask why. Then ask why to that. Then ask why again. Ask yourself why 7 times, and you're going to get to a very powerful place. Because when you know your true heart, when you know the real emotional reason that good food and cooking are important to you, you're going to be shocked at how a flip of a switch, the lighting of a fire under your goals. When you find that true heartfelt motivation, you reach your goals so much more quickly. So you're so much more motivated. And if your goals have anything to do with enjoying the food that you cook at home, I really want to help you do it, because that helps me reach my goals, right? And for the past 13 years or so, I have helped hundreds of thousands of people find their true reason for cooking, and tens of thousands have become lifetime members of web cooking classes. And remember, I created web cooking classes not only to teach cooking and to help millions of people all over the world, but after I was asked 6 more questions and I came to my true purpose in life, it's to help you avoid the terrible spot I was in when I had an empty life, when I had the life I hated, and the car accident that I wished would come. My journey in changing my entire life, quitting that horrible job, enrolling in culinary school at 32 years old when everybody else was 17, this gave me a beam of light. This gave me a positive outlook. This gave me an idea of abundance in my life. instead of scarcity. Everything's great instead of everything sucks. And all I could think about was how much I loved figuring out how I was going to share this with everybody else. And this works for anything in your life. I mean, I applied it to my motivations. I apply it to cooking. You can ask yourself about cooking, but you can also ask, why are my friends important to me? Why do I see myself as a provider for my family? Why do I donate my time to charity? I mean, these are all very positive things to find your true motivation about. But you can use the 7 whys to unravel reasons for any behavior that you want to change. Why? Why do I get angry so quickly? Why do I feel jealous? Why do I have an underlying sense of anxiety, tension, depression? Drill down, ask yourself why 7 times, giving an honest answer each time, and you might find the real truth that you never thought was lying beneath the surface, because there is so much more waiting for you if you just recognize where you want to go and move toward it with purpose and intention, being honest with yourself. And I want to help you get to that place. I want to be a friend. I want to reach out in these terrible, terrible times. I want to help you feel better, because it can be very frustrating. And if you got a lousy outlook and a lousy life like I did, it sometimes takes something really dramatic for you to start looking in a different way. And I hope I can help you do that. Whether you've joined us in web cooking classes with a lifetime membership, or you just enjoy the free live classes I do, I want you to know that I care about you. I care about your cooking success, because I know good cooking at home not only keeps you safe, not only keeps money in your pocket, brings you confidence and pride. And really, it means everything to me. It really does. And you at the same time. It's health, it's family, it's confidence, it's freedom, it's money. I mean, it's just so important, especially today in this environment. And it is so important that I would regret it deeply if I didn't do everything I could so that everyone sees cooking as a fun and rewarding way to improve their lifestyle, relationships, and health. It's powerful. Thank you. I'm here to thank you for being part of this community. You have any idea how you rescued me? You did. Okay, let's get back to, there we go. Let's get back to the what am I for today. There is a fig, and there's Isaac Newton. Hey, I had to throw something silly in. I knew this was going to be heavy today. It's a fig and Isaac Newton, so it's a fig Newton. Yeah, if you're in the UK or somewhere, they don't. These are the cookies. They're soft fruit cookies that they sell in the US. Hey, if you know someone that would benefit from this exercise, asking themselves the 7 whys on any topic, not just cooking, then please like, love, share this video with them. Even if they ask you why. Why did you do that? And you know, one of the best whys that I can think of for cooking is to keep your meals new and exciting for you and your family. And I can show you how to bring 5 times more variety and 5 times more flavor into your cooking by using just one powerful pro kitchen practice. If you go to webcookingclasses.com/5 times, you can register for this free online class this week that's going to empower you to take just one of your common everyday dishes and turn it into 5 new ones really quickly and really easily. So until next Tuesday at noon Eastern Time, this is Chef Todd Moore reminding you that there's a why to your cooking success. Bye, everyone.